Welcome to Scrum Masters Elite _UK. Subscribe to the channel to explore sports, ethics, and inspiring stories together.
What caught my attention was the feeling of being undervalued that Jacques Nienaber once shared. In any field, recognition is always one of the most important motivations that encourages people to continue contributing. A coach may possess outstanding expertise, an impressive record of achievements, and may have played a significant role in creating great victories, but when entering a new environment, it can feel as though everything must start from zero again. This shows that past reputation does not always guarantee complete trust in the present. To earn recognition, everyone must prove their value through results and through the way they adapt to new circumstances. I can also clearly understand the pressure faced by foreign coaches. When they move to another country, they do not only bring their professional philosophy but must also adapt to a different culture, traditions, and expectations from supporters. Just a few disappointing results can be enough for public opinion to raise many questions. At times, foreign experts are viewed with more skepticism than trust.
This makes me realize that success in sports does not come only from tactics, but also from the ability to build trust with the team and the surrounding community. Another thing I find interesting is the speculation surrounding the possibility of Jacques Nienaber returning to the South African national team. In modern sports, fans often create many different scenarios based on the smallest signs. This reflects the deep passion they have for the teams they love. However, there is always a significant gap between speculation and reality. I believe that maintaining a calm attitude, waiting for official information, and avoiding premature conclusions are extremely important. A healthy sporting environment should be built on respect for the truth rather than on unverified assumptions. Through John Smith's comments, I also recognize that the long-standing relationship between Jacques Nienaber and Rassie Erasmus is a beautiful example of professional partnership. The two have worked together for many years, experiencing both success and challenges.
This demonstrates that relationships built on trust and respect have much greater lasting value than connections based only on short-term interests. In a highly competitive environment, maintaining friendship and mutual support is something truly admirable. What makes me think deeply is the ethical issue surrounding the sharing of information between coaches when they move from one team to another. Today, professional knowledge is no longer limited within the boundaries of one country. Ideas, coaching methods, and data analysis techniques are constantly being updated around the world. Experts working with different teams is completely normal. However, the boundary between using personal experience and revealing confidential information is always a sensitive topic. I agree with the view that this is a gray area, where not everything can be regulated by rules alone, but also depends greatly on professional ethics and each individual's sense of responsibility, in my opinion. A great coach is not only someone who can develop strategies but also someone who understands the importance of integrity. Success achieved through genuine ability will always be more sustainable than any advantage gained from using inappropriate information about a former team.
Honesty and respect for professional principles are what create the long-term reputation of a coach. As a fan, I also remind myself not to judge a coach solely based on one season or one championship title. Success in sports is the result of many different factors, such as player quality, injuries, schedules, adaptability, and even elements of luck. Blaming one individual entirely after every failure can sometimes be an overly simplistic view of a sport that is highly collective in nature. I have realized that there is also a lesson for myself. In life, there will be times when we feel that our efforts are not recognized or when we have to face doubts from others. The important thing is not to react with impatience, but to continue improving ourselves, remain committed to the right values, and allow our results to speak for us. Recognition may come later than expected, but if our ability and character remain strong, our true value will eventually be acknowledged. What I feel most deeply is that sports do not only create champions. They also teach people about loyalty, responsibility, professional ethics, and mutual respect. Whether Jacques Nienaber continues his journey with Leinster or one day returns to the Springboks, the most important thing remains how he preserves the dignity of a professional, contributes through his abilities, and inspires others through his professionalism. These values go beyond any victory or defeat. They are lessons that are meaningful not only in the world of sports but also in our everyday lives.
Thank you for being with us. See you again with more stories of sports, values, and inspiration.